Hello, my darlings. We are going to start making something called a circle weaving. So it's a weaving using yarn that goes in a circle. Now, I want to remind you that weaving is hard to learn at first, but everyone in here is brilliant and is going to get it. Okay. The first step of our circle weaving is to take a plain old paper plate and decorate it. You'll need a paper plate, a pencil for your name, our beautiful doggy dish, and some tempera cakes. Oh, and some paintbrushes, a bigger one, and a smaller one. Let's get started, shall we? As usual, we've got to get our name written on this puppy. Flip over your plate and write your name and code with a pencil. Feel free to add a little pizzazzy decoration if you want. Okay, then flip that plate back over so that your name is safe and sound on the back. And we're gonna start painting with the big brush first. Now, these tempera cakes do not work with a dry paintbrush, see? So, you need to dunk your paintbrush into the water. Do not use Mr. SpongeBob today to dry it off because you need that water to wake up the paint. Do you see how, with the wet paintbrush, right away the tempera cake woke up and gave me some paint to work with? The key with these tempera cakes is to really clean your brush in between changing colors. And always make sure that your brush is nice and wet, or else it's gonna be really hard to get paint on it. Now I want a new color, so I'm really gonna clean my brush well. I'm gonna get all the orange off and put it on Mr. SpongeBob, and then make sure that the brush is clean and wet before I change to my new color, which in this case is yellow. Your job today is to cover the whole plate with color. You can mix the colors together, but on the plate. Please do not do any mixing on the tempera cakes. That way they stay nice and clean, and your shoulder partner can have nice clean colors too. As you can see here, I'm using kind of a square design. So I'm gonna paint bigger and bigger squares all the way out to the edge of the plate. You do not have to use this idea. You could paint stripes on your plate or even a whole picture on this plate. But the point of today is to get the whole plate covered with no peekaboo spots showing. Let's speed things up. I'm gonna use my paintbrush as a magic wand and get this part done. Okay, so I could stop here. My whole plate is covered with no peekaboo spots, but I'm gonna push myself a little further. I'm gonna switch to my small paintbrush now, and I'm going to paint some black polka dots all over it. Why not? I still have some time. I don't want to just sit back and do nothing, so I'm going to stretch my brain, be creative, and keep designing. Okay, I am all done with my plate design. My name and code is safe and sound on the back, And I'm going to put this plate away to dry. Next, we're going to turn it into a loom.